Namaste, gorgeous, beautiful, strong human beings. Welcome to day 27. I thank you guys for coming today. We are going to do a warrior flow. It's going to be fun. It's going to be strong. Let's get it. We'll start in child's pose, big toes together, knees apart. Recommended blocks for today, or recommended props for today are 2 blocks. Big toes together, knees slight apart. Driving your hips back towards your heels, extending, finding reach through the fingertips, dropping forehead, dropping heart. So in light of a warrior flow, think about strength, but it takes strength to be soft as well. So can we find softness within the strength through the whole entire process of moving meditation? If you ever need to come back to this pose, never be afraid to come back to this pose. This is probably going to be the most challenging class of the 30 days. Just a little warning. We smile when we fall. We smile when we tremble. It's all a part of the human process. Let's come forward into tabletop, shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. Do our little wrist stretching. Turn the fingers back to face the knees. The wrist and the forearms face forward. And we're rocking back and forth very gently. Hopefully wherever you are in your day, your night, your morning, it is an amazing time for you. It has been an amazing experience for you. And if it has not, I just want you to believe in the process of moving through what we need to move through. Release the fingers forward. Flip the hands. Fingers face the knees. Backs of the hands pressing into the ground. Try to round to the upper back like cat pose. And then just attempt to rotate the forearms back and forth. The eye of the elbow rotating inwards and forwards. Here for 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Release the palms back to the mat. Let's take downward facing dog. Pressing through the toes, lift the hips to the ceiling. Another way to gauge if your downward dog is a great distance, because I know a lot of people have trouble with being too short or too long, is just to come forward into plank. If you can come into plank without having to move the hands or the legs, then you're like in the perfect space of the distance of your downward dog between hands and feet. But if you're really short, if you're too short in your distance, when you come forward, you will not be able to come into a straight plank pose. Or if you're too long, that will also, you're not going to be able to come into a full plank. I just slid my mat a little bit. So just always keeping that in mind. Take your gaze towards your belly button. Feel your hip crease lift upwards and out of you. Drive through the heels, almost like you were trying to spread the heels and the glutes apart. Press through the fingers, all including the index knuckles and the thumb knuckles. And then listening to the sweet sound of the breath. We'll warm up with 3 sun salutation A's. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step, walk, or jump the feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen, get long. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, palms to meet. Exhale, hands down to heart. Inhale, sweep it back up. Exhale, take a dive. Inhale, lengthen, push your heart forward. Exhale, hands to mat, step it back, plank pose, pause. Our first one we'll do with knees. Chaturanga, stop halfway. And then drop the belly. Inhale through cobra, lift the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift the hips back up to the ceiling. We're here for 3 deep breaths. Inhales come through the nose, and the exhales leave through the nose as well, creating this ocean-like ujjayi sound. On your next inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step, walk, or hop. If you hop, land as softly as possible. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Bring the palms together. Exhale, hands down to the heart space. One more time. Inhale, sweep it up. Actually, 2 more times. Exhale, fold. I don't know what I'm doing. A little eager. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands to mat. Step it back. Plank pose. Pause once you get to plank. Feel the shoulder blades spread by protracting, pressing through the upper back. And then inhale, lean forward an inch or two. Exhale, hug elbows, drop halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Remember, you can always use your knees. There's no shame in it. Move the hips side to side. Shoulders shimmy. And then roll over the toes, downward facing dog, lifting the hips to the sky. Again, 5, actually 3 deep breaths here. Forget everything has to be so short if I'm going to fit it in 20 minutes. When this challenge is done, I'll be posting longer classes, more intense classes. On your next inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step, walk, or jump. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Shake out the head. And then inhale, engage the core, reverse swan dive, bring the palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. Last round, inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Through the whole entire exhale, can you meet in chaturanga? Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths. On your next inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Exhale, step, walk, or jump. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, bring the palms together. Exhale, hands down to the heart. Inhale, left knee to the chest, sweeping the fingertips up. Exhale, slowly extend left leg back, open up the hips. We're going to land in warrior 2. So the right toes stay facing forward. The right heel is in line with the middle arch and the back foot. And then notice as you sink, is your knee going past that ankle? Maybe you need to move your stance a little wider. Flip the right palm up. Left hand slides down the back thigh. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Keep the bend right above the ankle. And then exhale, side angle, right elbow, right thigh, or right forearm, right thigh. Left arm to the ceiling. If you want more, right hand outside of right foot. If you can't do that, take a block to support the right hand, and maybe you find extended side angle, reaching the top arm forward. Taking your drishti, your gaze to the left middle finger. If you're extending, we're here for 3. Here for 2. 1, press through right leg, inhale, back up to warrior 2. Reverse your warrior, inhale. Exhale, windmill. Left hand to the floor, come onto the ball of the left foot, right arm to the sky. So modification here is dropping the left knee to the floor and finding supported side plank. Otherwise, it's a seamless step back, right foot on top of left. And if you're too short in your side plank, then the hips won't be able to lift and you won't find that extension. So make sure you're pretty long. The left hand is slightly in front of the shoulder rather than directly underneath it. Push up through the hips, take an inhale. Exhale, right hand to mat. Chaturanga, nice and slow. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing deep. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step, walk or jump. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, bring the palms together. Exhale, hands down to heart. Inhale, right knee to chest, reach up through the fingertips. You got this. Balance, take an inhale. To the exhale, just slowly create it. Land as softly as you can. So soft, a feather would be jealous. Sink a little bit lower. Left knee is above the ankle. Press into the outer edge of right foot. Rib cage drawing in. Flip your left palm up. Reverse your warrior inhale. Exhale, side at angle. So left forearm, left thigh. Or, once again, left hand can go to a block or to the floor. Reach the top arm extension. Really focusing on the turning, as if someone took, you can even take your right hand underneath your ribs and just try to pull and rotate a little bit more. It's a great self-adjustment. 3, 2, 1. Press it back up into warrior 2. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, windmill. Right hand to the floor. Come onto the ball of the right foot. Take the left arm to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, either supported side plank or regular side plank. Again, we're finding some extension of the body. Push up through the hips. We're here for 3. Here for 2. And then 1. Chaturanga. Vinyasa if you want it. Skip it to go straight back to downward dog if that's what you need. It's all about honoring what we need. This time, inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, step it forward, crescent warrior. So it's also known as crescent lunge, but we'll call it crescent warrior for today. Reaching the arms up, firm into the back, ball of foot. See how my rib cage is now poking forward, my heart and my lower back scrunched? I want you to draw the rib cage back in. Put a soft bend into that left knee. Firm left hip forward. Inhale, can you lean back a little bit? And through the exhale, re-straighten through the left leg. Hands come by the side. Blow it out your mouth. Inhale, we'll do it again. Sweep it up. Bend left knee. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, reach it high. A little louder. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Grateful to be alive. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the ceiling. Man, that escalated like 0 to 100 real quick, right? Warrior 2, soft, careful opening. Reverse your warrior inhale. Exhale, windmill, left hand to the floor, right arm to the sky. So now you have 3 options: supported side plank, regular side plank, or tree pose side plank, right foot, left inner thigh. Reach up through your fingertips, pushing through the left hand. Hold for 3. Smile. 2, 1. Vinyasa. If you want it. Listen to the breath. Again, this is a challenging class, guys. It is supposed to be challenging. Embrace it. Move through what you can move through and grow through what you're going through. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, step it forward. Crescent warrior. Inhale to rise. Reaching to the fingertips. Ball of the back foot is connected. Firm right hip forward, bend right knee. Inhale, lean back a little bit. Exhale, straighten, make some noise. Inhale, sweep it back up, bend knee. Exhale, push it out. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, push it out. One more time, deepest inhale. And loudest, most audible. Getting rid of anything we don't need. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, warrior 2. You're like, this dude's crazy. He was so chill for the rest of the 26 days before this. This dude was getting crazy. Sink a little low. Breathing. Inhale. Reverse your warrior. Exhale. Windmill, right hand to the floor. Left arm to the sky. Exhale, 3 different variations. Whatever makes you shine. Tree pose is where we're going if possible. Left fingertips up to the ceiling. Pushing strongly. We're here for 3. Here for 2. 1. Vinyasa. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Drop the knees down to the floor. Walk your knees up to your wrists. Cross your ankles. Sit back onto your glutes and release your feet forward. Reach the fingers towards the toes, and the toes pull back towards the fingers. Roll the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Pull the knees over the hips, arms off to the side like a T. Drop the knees to the right as you look to your left. You are powerful, guys. Powerful beyond words. You're incredibly loved. You matter. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, drop the knees over to the left, looking to your right. And then bring it back to center. Pulling both knees into the chest. Pulling as close as you can. And then we'll do one bridge pose. Draw the feet to the mat. If you have a block, place a block in between your knees, skinny side. Feet face forward. Drive through your heels. Get higher onto the triceps. See if you can interlace the fingers underneath the back. Drive your triceps into the mat. Come higher onto the trapezius muscles, lifting through, driving through the heels. Can you feel your hip bones, hip flexors extend? Can you feel your breath move into every single cell, holding for 3, holding for 2, and then 1, softly release. If you want to go back into bridge, go back into bridge. If you want to do one full wheel, do one full wheel. Hands by the ears, fingers face back, elbows squeeze in. If you need your block, keep the block. It keeps you very honest. Take an inhale. Do the exhale, drive through your feet, drive through your hands. Doesn't matter what your wheel looks like. Just breathe through it. We're here for 5. Here for 4. 3, 2, and 1. Softly release. If you have the block, take the block away. Pull the knees back into the chest, rocking side to side on the lower back. And then we'll rock up into a seat, straight legs. Take your right hand underneath your glute, pull the flesh out. Take the left hand underneath the glute, pull the flesh out. Feet together. If you need to elevate your hips, please elevate your hips. If your fold looks more like this, so that when you can come forward, you can at least tilt forward. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, fold. Putting priority over the length of the spine rather than the depth of this pose. So instead of just trying to drive your forehead to the ground or to your shins and messing up the lumbar disc, how about we just say hello to the pose rather than trying to force it? And then slowly bring it back up. Reach your fingers towards your toes once again. Inhale. Do the exhale, vertebrae by vertebrae. Release the spine to the ground. Hands fall by the sides. Shavasana. A warrior. You are strong and soft. Soft and strong. I'll leave you guys here for as long as you'd like to stay. I thank you guys so much for showing up, participating in the spirit of your heart, spirit of your mind, of this body. Namaste.